In the mystic woods, our first glance falls on a mysterious figure with long dark hair tied back, dressed in traditional attire. With a fan in hand, he confidently declares, "Let's get going," signaling the onset of an intriguing adventure. Just as quick as you can say plot twist, we're now beside a river where two enigmatic individuals stand poised and ready. Their robes billow dramatically as if nature itself feels their power. What's cooking here? A partnership or a showdown? Meanwhile, a buff dude looks like he just saw a ghost. His eyes are wide, sweat's trickling down his face, and he's clearly not ready for what's about to unfold. Then we have a fierce red-haired lady in the mix, her eyes sharp and intense, clearly not here for a tea party. Something serious is about to go down. Boom! Enter the demonic poison stone flower. Sounds like something you'd want to keep your distance from. But here, it's the ultimate prize. A bearded elder in white steps up to the plate, claiming the flower with a powerful roar, "Is mine!" The stakes just got a whole lot higher. Amidst this chaos, someone hollers, "Young clan leader," signaling the involvement of some noble or powerful figure. Intrigue, thy name is this story. And then, whispers of the flying demonic bloodlion and the serpent dragon sect float around, hinting at bigger conspiracies and power plays. Before you know it, fists and magic are flying, marking the scene unfolds with two figures racing through a forest, their long hair trailing behind them like capes in the wind. Suddenly, a massive explosion of energy erupts, sending shockwaves across the terrain. As the dust settles, a figure descends from above, their identity hidden as they prepare to make a grand entrance into the chaos. Amidst the swirling dust, a voice echoes, "Young clan leader," signaling the arrival of a key player in this unfolding drama. The scene is charged with anticipation as allies and enemies gather. A mysterious voice mutters about damned rats and their greed, hinting at an impending clash of ideals and power. A figure, his face obscured, clutches a peculiar flower, its petals glowing ominously as he speaks with disdain about the greedy intruders. A closer look at the man reveals a wicked grin as he plans to absorb the flower's power fully, hinting at his sinister intentions. The scene vibrates with tension as the man begins to channel his energy, the air around him crackling with anticipation. With a malevolent glare, the man declares his intention to use his life force as true chi, vowing to destroy every human present in a bid to regain his power. His declaration crescendos with a vow to replenish his chi with the blood of his enemies as his energy surges in a violent display. Dark, swirling energy envelops the man, casting the surroundings in an eerie purple glow, signaling the start of a potentially devastating attack. The energy continues to radiate, consuming the scene in a vibrant display of power as the battle for dominance ensues. The forest is alive with the purple energy, as the sheer force of the elder's power sends ripples through the trees and sky. Amidst the chaos, a warrior in purple charges forward. The scene opens with a mysterious swordsman, draped in a deep purple cloak, standing amidst a swirl of violet energy. His sword is poised, ready for action, as he faces an unseen adversary. In a flash, the swordsman's grip tightens on his weapon, ready to unleash his might. The energy around him crackles with anticipation. The tension builds as the swordsman internally admits, this is the first time. Facing an opponent of such overwhelming power, the swordsman stands in the midst of swirling violet energy, preparing for the inevitable clash. His eyes widen in shock and fear as he confronts the reality of his opponent's superior strength. Desperation sets in as the swordsman gasps for breath, witnessing the approach of a fierce warrior, determined to attack. The clash intensifies, with the opponent launching a relentless assault. The swordsman struggles to keep up, the battle reaching a fever pitch. The opponent's blade slices through the air, narrowly missing the swordsman, who is clearly outmatched. A moment of darkness envelops the scene, heightening the swordsman's sense of impending doom. As the battle rages on, the swordsman, drenched in sweat, realizes, at this rate, I will really die. Reflecting on his past decisions, the swordsman acknowledges, ever since I was born, I have never thought before acting. The scene shifts to a blurred image, indicating a memory. Our scene opens in a serene forest, where two warriors are on high alert. One of them recounts, that is how I received the title of Ghostblade. The tale continues with a declaration of their status as the two rising Ghostblades, Jungwook and Namwook. The warriors gaze into the horizon, their resolve evident as they prepare to protect their young leader and face off against a notorious adversary. A dramatic backdrop of fiery skies sets the stage for their vow to protect the young leader as dedicated warriors of the Tianzhong clan. The scene shifts to a tense moment, showcasing the determination of the warriors as they stand ready, swords in hand, the forest sprawling around them. The focus zooms in on the warriors, highlighting their formidable presence and the importance of their mission. The narrative emphasizes the gravity of their task and defeat the demonic human, flying demonic bloodlion. A brief interlude with bold calligraphy signals the significance of the upcoming battle. A voice of concern breaks through. No, has too strong. You're going to, hinting at the formidable challenge ahead. The scene reveals a red-haired character, cloaked in mystery, and perhaps a touch of anxiety. One of the warriors, with unwavering determination, instructs, do what needs to be done, Dragonflower Sword. The character with flowing red hair stands firm, listening to the warrior's confidence in the face of danger. With her eyes wide open, a woman realizes the young clan leader has switched the flower with another poisoned one. The plot thickens, and the stakes are higher than ever. Hands nervously clutch a wooden board, a silent moment that speaks volumes of the tension in the air. A blank space, the calm before the storm. Not only is he severely wounded, but he's also gone full-on hardcore by using his life energy as true chi, essentially poisoning himself. Talk about commitment to a cause. If they can stall him, they might just have a shot at victory. It's all about buying time now. Now, the moment of truth. The warriors stand ready, swords in hand, as a mysterious purple energy envelops the battlefield. Our brave heroes stride forward, the water rippling around their feet, ready to face the unknown. Well, attack first. It's a bold move, but sometimes you've got to go big or go home. Leaping into action, our warriors charge with all the fury and grace of a synchronized swimming team, but with more swords and less water. Facing them is a shadowy figure, clad in purple. He's got that mysterious and dangerous vibe nailed down to perfection. The tension is palpable, a moment of anticipation before the storm. A menacing voice, dripping with sarcasm, acknowledges their bravery for not running. But there's a however hanging in the air, and it's not going to be pleasant. The mysterious figure's hand crackles with red energy, an intense clash of energies unfolds as a veiny, red-armored figure lunges forward, the force of their strike tearing through the air with a thunderous impact. The mysterious figure, with long, flowing hair, stands firm amidst the chaos, unfazed as they declare the attack futile. The forest around them vibrates with their power. The tension escalates as the veiny figure prepares their next move, the energy crackling around their arm intensifying, setting the stage for a devastating strike. The veiny figure, face obscured, channels immense power through their arm, readying a potent technique known as the Soaring Dragon Emperor Sword, as light begins to radiate ominously. A blinding flash erupts as the veiny figure unleashes the Soaring Dragon Emperor Sword, the energy illuminating the surrounding forest with an intense golden glow. The long-haired figure stands amidst the radiant explosion, seemingly unfazed, as they prepare to retaliate with their own formidable technique. The air crackles with energy as the long-haired figure unleashes Heavenly Lightning Ascension, a surge of divine power that promises to turn the tide of battle. The mystical energy culminates in a dazzling display of power, the bright light engulfing the scene, hinting at the impending clash between the two forces. Amidst the golden radiance, the long-haired figure is seen charging forward, their form outlined against the fiery backdrop, ready to confront their opponent. With determined eyes and clenched fists, the long-haired figure launches a powerful attack, their resolve unshakable as the battle reaches a fever pitch. Zooming in on a mysterious figure with long, dark hair, the atmosphere is tense and something ominous is about to happen. It's the kind of moment where you just know things are about to get real. The same figure now appears in anguish, mouth open as if shouting or gasping. The tension is palpable, like when you realize you forgot your wallet at home after ordering food. In a dynamic scene, two fighters are mid-air, one in a white robe and the other in dark attire, clashing swords. This is no friendly spar. It's a full-on epic showdown. A lone flower floats serenely on a sunlit river, a stark contrast to the chaos that preceded. It's like the calm before the storm, or maybe the calm after it. Two figures perch in the trees, observing a cloaked figure standing below. You can almost hear them whispering, "Is that guy really doing Tai Chi right now?" Back to the long-haired figure, now in distress, blood oozing from their mouth. They're clutching their chest, looking like they've had one too many ghost peppers. Realization hits. This is poison? The warrior's eyes widen, and you can almost hear the dramatic music cue in the background. A close-up of the warrior's mouth, probably mid-monologue. The text reads, "Did that old crone of a, but who or what remains a mystery." The text continues, "Already have melted my organs." This guy is not having a good day, to say the least. The warrior in white is seen looking contemplative amidst the trees, perhaps pondering the meaning of life or just regretting that leftover sushi. A trio of armed individuals, swords at the ready, stand in the forest. They're clearly not here for a picnic, unless it's the slice and dice kind. The warrior's long hair flows in the wind, back turned to the incoming threat. It's the kind you dare play such a trick? The fury is palpable as the character grits his bloodied teeth, spitting out words of anger. On me, his eyes widen with rage as he clenches his fist, ready for a showdown. "I will grind up your bones." But the defiant words are interrupted by a cough, showing signs of exhaustion. The fighter, now weakened, leans over, catching his breath, struggling to maintain composure. As Ghostblade said, he's at his limit. Observers from a distance note the signs of fatigue. If we just hold on a little longer, hope lingers as the observers plan their next move. A close-up of a determined face, eyes focused and intense, a bead of sweat trickling down. Ha! A shaky laugh escapes, a mix of defiance and realization. Two figures approach from a distance, their laughter echoing ominously in the air. Waha! The laughter grows louder, filled with a sense of triumph and madness. Reveling in the moment, a character throws his head back in a boisterous laugh. The moment of self-reflection, as a character questions the gravity of the situation. Is this truly my grave? The question hangs in the air, heavy with doubt and introspection. Neither to the old crone of the Tang clan, nor the weaklings of the Serpent Dragon sect, but to these nameless nobodies? That's just impossible, isn't it? His eyes widen in disbelief, filled with fiery intensity, as if he just found out his Netflix subscription expired. His hand trembles, revealing a deep-seated frustration. The one I sent flying earlier must have the demonic poison stone flower, right? If he does, I will take it from him. Cue dramatic hair flip and power-up moment. Even if he has already consumed it, I will tear open his stomach and drink the juices. Okay, dude, that's a bit much. The ground shudders as he launches into action and someone yells, "Has coming!" just as a warning. A swift kick cuts through the air, and our antagonist is on. Our scene opens with a fierce close-up of a warrior with fiery red hair, his eyes filled with determination, and a bead of sweat trickling down his face, signaling that things are about to get real intense. The battle's heating up as our red-haired warrior charges in, his opponent already in motion, their energies colliding in a vibrant display of purple chaos. Things are getting serious, folks. With a battle cry of shifting step, our red-haired hero unleashes a technique that seems to warp the very air around him. Hold on to your hats, because this fight's about to hit a new level. The purple energy swirls around our hero as he executes his move, his robes billowing dramatically. It's like a scene straight out of a martial arts epic, and we're here for every second of it. Meanwhile, another warrior, his identity masked by a blur of motion, prepares a counterattack. His fist is charged with an ominous purple energy, aiming to strike back with full force. Boom! The clash of fists sends shockwaves through the air, the power of the punch sending tremors through the battlefield. This ain't your average punch, folks. This one's got some serious oomph. The force of the attack is so powerful, it sends our masked warrior flying back, the speed blurring his form as he hurtles away. Talk about a punch with a punch. Purple energy erupts once more, as our red-haired hero prepares to deliver another devastating attack, his hand charged with energy, ready to bring the heat. Here we find our fiery-haired hero in a bit of a pickle, sweating bullets and thinking to himself, "Shit, I can't dodge." His intense gaze and the beads of sweat rolling down his face tell us he's in a tight spot. Boom! The scene erupts with an explosive clash of energy, painting the sky with fiery hues and sending shockwaves across the battlefield. It's like a fireworks show, but with a lot more danger and way fewer hot dogs. In a dramatic face-off, our hero is seen leaping through the air, dodging an intense, blood-red energy attack. It's a dance of danger as he tries to evade the lethal blow, while his opponent, cloaked in mystery, strikes with deadly precision. With a fierce expression and eyes blazing, our mysterious adversary unleashes a devastating attack, slicing through the air with a lethal red slash. Talk about bringing a knife to a gunfight, except this knife is the size of a small car. A hand reaches out amidst the chaos, fingers clawing at the swirling energy around. It's like trying to grab a cloud, but with more blood and drama. The stakes are high, and the tension even higher. A voice cuts through the chaos, calling out, "Young clan leader." The intensity in the eyes of the one called is palpable, hinting at a powerful identity that commands respect, or at least a decent health insurance plan. With a fierce grin, our hero seems unfazed by the chaos around him, determined to face whatever comes next. The page ends with a note to check out more at asurascans.com, teasing more epic adventures to come. A blank space with elegant script hints at the creators behind this epic tale, giving a nod to the masterminds who bring these intense battles to life. It's like the credits rolling, but way cooler. Amidst a cloud of dust, our hero, looking worse for wear, coughs up blood. His face shows a mix of pain and determination as he struggles to stay conscious. He sits among the wreckage, surrounded by fallen trees and debris, catching his breath while the forest seems to close in around him. His hands tremble, bloodied and bruised, as he tries to push himself up, but his body refuses to cooperate, leaving him in a heap on the ground. A close-up of his determined eyes reveals a moment of clarity as he realizes the flying demonic bloodlion's relentless pursuit has cost them both dearly. Despite his resolve to move, his body is on strike, leaving him frustrated and stranded in the forest. His mind drifts to a memory of him and his comrades, a tight-knit group, back in the day, striding confidently down a street, unyielding in their purpose. As the memory fades, the voice of a mysterious figure taunts him, reminding him of his past confidence and contrasting it with his current predicament. The scene opens with a close-up of an eye, golden and intense, staring into the abyss. Blood trickles down the side of the face, adding a dramatic flair. Clearly, something serious is going down. The focus shifts to the lower part of a man's face, blood still streaming down. With a simple thought, blood, he seems both confused and intrigued. It's like a bad trip, but with more gore. Our guy, with long, dark locks and a face full of intensity, touches his forehead, realizing he's bleeding. It's like he's just woken up from a nightmare, but the nightmare's not quite done with him yet. His golden eye now sharp and focused, something sinister seems to be bubbling beneath the surface. The red aura around him suggests that things are about to get spicy. Mysterious red wisps snake around, demanding control with a chilling message. Hand over the body. It's like a ghostly negotiation, but with way more pressure. The red energy grows more insistent, screaming, "Give me the body," like a desperate ex-roommate who really wants their favorite hoodie back. Amidst the swirling red energy, our protagonist sits, looking both powerful and vulnerable. The red aura is ready to pop off and is in the middle of it all. In a moment of clarity, he thinks, I was vaguely aware, like someone who's half awake after a deep nap, but with more existential dread. Despite the blur of chaos, the realization hits. Something powerful and ancient is contained within him, ready to be unleashed. The scene shifts to an eerie forest landscape, setting the stage for whatever comes next. The protagonist recalls the energy of an old man he encountered before a mysterious regression. It's like a déjà vu, but with more mystical vibes. A serene body of water appears, contrasting the previous chaos. It's the calm before the storm, or maybe the eye of it. The protagonist remembers using this strange power in a past fight with instructor Mo. Seems like he's got some tricks up his sleeve. A vision of the protagonist enveloped in red energy, standing ready for action. It's like his going Super Saiyan, but with more style. The realization dawns. If he uses the power again, he could potentially take down the flying demonic bloodlion. No biggie, just another day in the life of a mysterious warrior. Amidst a swirl of ominous red energy, our guy is hit with a creepy voice whispering, "Give me your body. Yikes." It's like a ghostly hand reaching out, and the tension is as thick as Grandma's stew. I can feel it trying to control me, he thinks, caught in a battle with something that feels like it's trying to take the wheel. It's like a bad hangover, but with more drama and less headache pills. His mouth is open, and the energy is swirling around him. It's like he's at the center of a storm, and he's not sure if he's weathering it or about to be swept away. If I close my eyes, he muses like he's contemplating a nap in the middle of a hurricane. But we all know sleeping on the job isn't an option here. With a loud thud, the red energy consumes the space, creating a dramatic tension that could cut through steel. It's a showdown, and our boy's in the hot seat. His eye, amidst the red backdrop, opens wide, almost as if seeing through the chaos. It's intense, like a laser focused on a target. This energy the narration hints at something big, something powerful, and probably not a good thing if you're in Yonghwaren's shoes. The self-questioning begins. Our hero is grappling with doubts, like questioning if that late-night taco was a good idea. His teeth grit in defiance, the energy crackling around him. It's like he's trying to bite down on a ghost, but this guy isn't backing down easily. Am I going to rely on this power again, he wonders, facing the age-old dilemma of power versus control. It's like deciding whether to hit the snooze button one more time. Get a grip, Yonghwaren, he urges himself, trying to wrestle back control. It's a pep talk straight out of a self-help book for warriors. Since when have I relied so much on some unknown power? He questions himself, realizing he's become dependent on this mysterious force. It's like suddenly realizing you're addicted to coffee, but way scarier. Hand over your body, the ominous voice repeats, persisting like a telemarketer who just won't quit. It's a nightmare in broad daylight. Shut up, he shouts. With a surge of fiery energy, a hand grips tightly, and a voice defiantly claims, "This body is mine." The struggle for dominance is real, folks. "I am its owner," echoes the determination to regain control as the mysterious force tries to assert itself. Our protagonist, shrouded in a red aura, stands firm against the spectral force. His face is obscured by a shadow, but his resolve is as clear as day. The aura intensifies and the air crackles with energy as the tension reaches a boiling point. With gritted teeth and fiery breath, he declares, "You are just a phantom from the past," dismissing the entity's claim with fierce defiance. His vow echoes in the air, "I will protect the people dear to me by myself," a hero's promise to guard his loved ones. Close-up of his determined gaze, his features are etched with resolve and a hint of rage as he prepares to break free from the possession. The scene shifts to a sun-dappled forest, a serene backdrop contrasting the inner turmoil. With a powerful push, he dashes forward, his robes billowing like a superhero's cape, leaving the struggle behind. The world blurs around him as he accelerates, a testament to his newfound determination and speed. A streak of motion and light as he races through the forest, fueled by his unwavering resolve. The scene fades with his relentless sprint, a symbol of his escape from the clutches of possession. The scene is set ablaze with a fiery explosion, illuminating the skies with a dramatic burst of light and energy. It's like a fireworks show, but way more intense and dangerous. The action heats up as our red-haired warrior, dressed in a striking outfit, leaps into battle. With a fierce expression, he's ready to face whatever challenge comes his way. Amidst a whirlwind of colors and motion, the mysterious character with blurred features dives into action, sword in hand. Talk about making a dramatic entrance. With a powerful swing, our warrior's sword clashes against his opponent. It's a battle of strength and will, with sparks flying and tension mounting. As the dust settles, blood droplets splatter through the air, signaling that this battle is no joke. Our hero's determination is unyielding, even as chaos unfolds around him. The remnants of the battle linger in the air, like a storm that's just passed. It's a moment of calm after the storm, but the tension remains thick. The title splash serves as a dramatic pause, reminding us that the action is far from over. What could possibly happen next in this intense showdown? Suddenly, the scene shifts as a new combatant enters the fray. With a swift, decisive strike, they slice through the air, demonstrating their prowess. The intensity of the battle escalates as one fighter lets out a cry of pain, echoing through the forest. This fight is far from over. Amidst the chaos, the older warrior shouts in anger, cursing his opponent. It's a battle of words as well as swords, with emotions running high. The older warrior's expression twists with rage. The scene kicks off with a dramatic close-up of a man's eye, wide with shock and disbelief. His intense gaze locks onto a chaotic scene unfolding before him, where a powerful red energy swirls like a tempest. In the next frame, a warrior stands amidst the chaos, his hair flowing wildly as he brandishes a sword. The aura around him is fierce and unyielding, marking him as the demonic master. This dude is not here to play games. With a gasp, someone calls out, "Demonic Master," as if realizing the gravity of the situation. The tension is thick enough to cut with a sword. Switch scenes to a mysterious blurred figure, clearly in a bad shape with a wounded arm. "How do you have his energy?" they ask, voice trembling with a mix of fear and curiosity. A mystery unfolds. The injured figure stumbles, spewing a blur in a moment of weakness. Whatever's going down, it's not good for his health. Another voice echoes, "It's the same energy as the last time," suggesting a déjà vu moment. The plot thickens like a good stew. Then, we see the same warrior, sword at the ready, a look of determination in his eyes. He's definitely up to something big. Enter stage left. 2 more characters join the fray. One of them chuckles, "Heh. Perfect timing, young clan leader. Seems like reinforcements have arrived at just the right moment." A voice in the ether reveals that the flying demonic blood lion is currently poisoned. Seems like the plot is as twisted as a roller coaster ride. A group of warriors, swords drawn, stands ready. Quite some time has passed since he used his life essence. One mentions, "Looks like someone's running on empty." With a cryptic, "He will soon collapse." The fate of the demonic master hangs in the balance. The drama is reaching its peak. The wounded warrior, looking worse for wear, stands defiant. Blood drips dramatically, painting a picture of resilience amidst despair. And finally, a voice solemnly declares, "This is my first order as the heir of the clan." A new leader rises from the ashes, ready to take charge. A glimpse of intense eyes, partially obscured, closes the scene. What secrets do they hold? Only time will tell. The scene opens with our main character, a warrior with a commanding presence, standing in front of a group of allies. His long black hair is tied back, and his intense gaze is fixed forward. In a moment of raw determination, he commands, "Survive." In the heart of the forest, a group of determined warriors stand ready, swords gleaming under the dappled sunlight filtering through the leaves. Their faces, a mix of focus and anticipation, hint at the battle to come. A mysterious figure, shrouded in swirling energy, confronts our heroes. With a voice full of power and mystery, he questions the origin of their newfound strength. The mysterious figure continues, taunting them with a challenge. It's clear that a showdown is imminent, and the stakes are high. The mysterious figure, an imposing presence with flowing hair and a billowing robe, channels immense energy. His aura crackles with power, ready to unleash chaos upon our heroes. The warriors are caught in a powerful whirlwind of energy, their expressions a mix of fear and determination as they brace themselves against the onslaught. With swords raised and ready, the warriors stand their ground, united against the impending storm. A sudden burst of light and energy surges through the scene, the intensity of the blast suggesting an epic clash of powers. The energy continues to surge, creating a blinding spectacle. It's a testament to the sheer force being unleashed in this monumental battle. In a dramatic turn, the mysterious figure is hurled into the air, enveloped in a dazzling light. His fate hangs in the balance as the battle reaches its peak. 2 of our warriors leap into action, their resolve unshaken as they aim to seize the advantage in this critical moment. A blank canvas, filled with the anticipation of what comes next as the battle reaches a crescendo. One of the warriors lets out a curse, a raw expression of the intensity and unpredictability of the battle. Their emotions run high as they face the unknown. The warrior's face is contorted in a mix of frustration and determination. Their shout zooming through the forest like it's nobody's business. Our golden-robed hero is in hot pursuit with 2 sidekicks trailing behind him. He's got a fierce look in his eyes, thinking about how that old geezer went and used his life essence. Talk about dedication. Flying through the air with a sword that looks ready to cut through anything, the scene shifts as the chase continues over a river, hinting that they're closing in on something big. A peek through the forest reveals a path leading to a clearing, the golden-robed hero's hair flowing like a shampoo commercial. He's definitely on a mission. Back to the chase. These guys are sprinting through the forest like they're late for a meeting. The setting sun adds a dramatic flair, as if saying, "Run faster, you're almost there." With a dramatic halt, our lead warrior lands at the edge of a clearing. The intensity in his eyes suggests he's seen something alarming. His gaze, sharp and focused, shows a mix of determination and shock. Whatever they've found, it's a game changer. The scene is set with an explosion of light in the distance, the forest quivering under the aftermath of some serious power play. The ground is cracked and smoking, as if a small meteor had landed. The air still tingles with the energy of the Bloodlion arts, a testament to the power unleashed here. Standing at the edge of the destruction, our golden-robed leader and his squad assess the situation. They know they've hit the jackpot of their pursuit. "Young sect leader, we've found him," one of the followers exclaims, pointing towards the epicenter of the chaos. As they approach, the ground is littered with debris, the aftermath of the battle evident as they draw closer to the scene. The group finally arrives at the heart of the destruction, finding an elder laid out on the ground, his robes stained with blood. The tension is palpable as they realize the gravity of the situation. With a somber tone, one of the followers states the obvious, "has dead." The scene opens with a man asking, "What about the flower?" clearly expecting an explanation. The other man hesitantly responds, "Well," with a visible gulp of anxiety. Suddenly, the first man, with a furious look, warns, "If you tell me it's missing, I will cut off your head," as he brandishes his sword. The man with the sword is revealed to be enraged, his eyes wild with anger. The nervous man admits, "It's not there," clearly terrified of the impending consequences. Enraged, the sword-wielding man begins to curse, ready to unleash his fury. He swings his sword with a fierce battle cry, indicating he means business. The nervous man lets out a terrified heek as he braces for the impending danger. Close-up of the nervous man's sweating brow, highlighting his fear and desperation. The sword-wielding man stands amidst the trees, a menacing figure of authority. As the tension reaches its peak, the sword... Who is it? The question echoes as a mysterious figure with a topknot and traditional garb stands amidst a dusty, chaotic scene. Clearly, something big just went down. The figure clenches their fists in a fit of frustration, demanding to know which fool had the audacity to tussle with the legendary flying demonic bloodlion. Talk about picking fights with the wrong crowd. As the dust settles, the figure turns their back to us, seemingly pondering the aftermath of the chaos. The tension in the air is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Adding to the chaos, the mysterious figure accuses someone of swiping the elusive demonic poison stone flower. Whoever did it, they've got some serious guts, or maybe just a death wish. The scene shifts to a close-up of the figure's face, eyes wide in anger, brows furrowed, and steam practically shooting out of his ears. This dude is not happy, folks. The final panel leaves us with the figure gritting his teeth so hard you can almost hear them grinding. This guy's face says it all. He's ready to find whoever's responsible. In the midst of a tranquil forest, sunlight dapples through the leaves, casting a serene glow on the scene. Horses gallop through the forest with urgency, their riders cloaked in anticipation and adrenaline. The ground beneath thunders as the horses continue their race, leaving a trail of dust in their wake. From above, the riders appear as streaks of motion, their urgency painted across the forest path. One of the riders bursts into laughter, the thrill of disbelief evident in their voice, exclaiming, "Ha! I can't believe it." Despite the blur, the man, smeared with battle marks, rides on with a companion who comments on their recent victory. "We really defeated the flying demonic bloodlion." The red-haired rider, perched on a horse, questions the situation with curiosity. "What do you mean?" A brief pause as the dust settles around them, hinting at the intensity of their journey. Amidst a swirling, shadowy memory, one rider recalls, if he had fallen even a little later. The memory sharpens into focus as two figures confront a monstrous, shadowy entity, realizing, wed all have died. A stark white silence follows, punctuating the gravity. "My vow to protect my family and clan from any harm." The powerful aura surrounds him as he makes his stand, ensuring his words are not mere echoes in the wind. It definitely won't be easy. There may be days like today when our lives are at risk. So Instructor Mo, you and the two rising ghost blades must become stronger. Of course. Anyways, young clan leader, isn't there something else you should be telling us? Huh? Just what is that ominous chi? Speaking of that, the scene opens with a character looking like they've been through a blender, blood dripping and all. They're sweating bullets, trying to figure out what kind of energy just hit them. Definitely not the Tianzhong clan's signature move, that's for sure. Our bloodied hero is now in a deep thought bubble, contemplating that this energy is more like the ominous flying demonic blood lion. Yeah, sounds like a fun party, right? Things are heating up, literally. The red energy is swirling around like it's ready for a showdown. The tension in the air is palpable as the ominous energy continues to swirl, creating an atmosphere of impending doom. Meanwhile, on a galloping horse, there's a dramatic confrontation. One character is all, "Did you learn demonic arts?" Talk about drama on horseback. Now we dive into someone's internal monologue. They're thinking, "Oh crap, the only way to spill the beans is by admitting I regressed." It's like time travel confession time. The internal struggle continues. Our mysterious thinker furrows their brow, realizing that spilling the beans about regression could totally mess with the future. But hey, it's not the right moment to drop such a bombshell. Timing is everything, right? Back on the horse, the rider insists, "No, I'll explain it all later." Classic line when you're racing against time on horseback. The urgency is real as the rider's companion is fuming. "We just risked our lives there." Emotions are running high. More questions fly as the fiery-haired rider is like, "What more is there to hide?" But then, wait for it, things take a turn when the red-haired rider clutches their wound. It's getting serious. Finally, a character with long hair, looking intense and a bit roughed up, calls out, "Young clan leader." Oh, the plot thickens. Gathered under a tense atmosphere, our hero with striking golden eyes and long black hair, bleeding from the mouth, admits, "Yes, we all risked our lives." Heavy stuff, right? Continuing with a promise, he assures his comrades, "Therefore, when the time comes, you guys will be the first people I tell." Clearly, there's a lot on his mind and blood in his mouth. Now, we gallop into action. Our mysterious group is racing on horseback. Red-haired rider at the front, with our golden-eyed hero and another companion in tow. The dust behind them suggests they're in a hurry. Uh-oh, someone's not holding up. The dreaded cough rings out, hinting at more trouble ahead. Another cough echoes. A clenched fist raises, signaling determination or frustration. Meanwhile, another rider seems to slow down, giving us a glimpse into the urgency of the situation. A concerned voice calls out, "Young clan leader, you don't seem to be doing so well." There's no denying it, our hero's in a bit of a bind. Sweat drips as the suggestion is made. Why don't we go to the Jagal clan to get a physician? Seems like a logical plan, right? However, plot twist. No, Gochok and the serpent dragon sect will still be looking for us, our leader insists. They're not just fighting ailments, they're dodging enemies. With a grim resolve, he concludes, "If I head to the Jagal clan while being chased, it could cause trouble for us. Safety first, folks." A scenic view of Mount Wudang appears as a new plan is hatched. Let's go to Mount Wudang. Sounds like a serene place for a getaway, right? Back turned to us, our hero explains, "I heard a skilled physician is there. Fingers crossed, this doc can handle more than just common colds." A question lingers, a physician on Mount Wudang, as our travelers contemplate their next move. Confirmation comes, "Yes, I heard," as Mount Wudang looms in the distance, like a mystical sanctuary. The final revelation drops of a physician with the last name Hai. Could this mysterious Hai be the hero they need? The manhwa opens with a grand display of calligraphy, setting the tone for a story that promises martial arts and adventure. Next up, we've got a clean slate, as if the universe is taking a deep breath before diving into the chaos. Another blank canvas, adding to the suspense of what's to come. It's like the calm before the storm. Behold, the breathtaking view of a mountain peak basking in the morning sun. Nature's beauty at its finest, and you just know something epic is brewing. The clouds part to reveal the legendary Mount Wudang, a place where legends are born and, apparently, where the action kicks off. Suddenly, the air is sliced with a swift motion, as if a ninja just zipped past. Something's definitely up. The mysterious whoosh continues its journey, zigzagging down the path like it's got somewhere important to be. And it lands with a flare. Whatever's causing this commotion is about to make an entrance. Enter Baekseol, the high-flying feline, taking to the skies with the grace of a kung fu master. This cat's got moves. A voice cries out in the wilderness, trying to halt the fearless Baekseol. Someone's in a rush to keep this kitty safe. A young boy races through the forest, his urgency clear. Mount Wudang might be beautiful, but it's no playground. Baekseol pauses, staring ahead with those inquisitive eyes. What secrets does the cat see? Off goes Baekseol again, swift as the wind. The boy's plea to wait echoing in vain as the adventure beckons. With a determined reach, the boy races on, his basket of herbs swaying with each step. He's not backing down from this chase. A fluffy white cat is making its way through a thick bush, seemingly unaware of the chaos it might be causing around it. The cat's face comes into view, its large blue eyes staring intently, perhaps plotting its next move. The cat is startled, its fur standing on end, clearly surprised by something unexpected. A figure with long hair is seen peeking through the bushes, noticing the commotion caused by the cat. The figure chases after the cat, finally catching up to it with a determined stride. The mysterious figure triumphantly holds up the cat, a victorious gotcha escaping their lips. The scene shifts as the figure's foot is seen amidst the greenery, indicating a shift in the situation. Suddenly, sounds of struggle and surprise echo through the bushes, as if the forest itself is alive with voices. The figure, now revealed from behind, stands holding the cat, contemplating their next move amidst the strange occurrences. The scene takes a dramatic turn as a group of individuals bursts through the foliage, their expressions a mix of desperation and surprise. A blonde-haired man among them looks up, clearly caught off guard by the sudden encounter. The dark-haired man, with a sense of relief, declares they've finally found a person, his grin hinting at a story yet to be told. In a world where cats are surprisingly expressive, a fluffy white cat with striking blue eyes clings to a mysterious figure. This little kitty seems to know something we don't, or maybe it's just thrilled about the day's events. As we hear a loud "ah!" we transition from the cat's excitement to a picturesque view of a mountain range. This serene backdrop hints at the tranquility of the setting, despite the chaotic start. The echoing HHH continues as we pan across the lush greenery and towering mountains, setting the stage for what feels like an epic journey, or perhaps a tale of recovery. A quaint house nestled within the verdant landscape comes into view. Its simplicity and rustic charm suggest a place of refuge or healing. A blank canvas, a pause in the action, as if the world itself takes a breath, waiting for the story to unfold. Inside the quaint house, our main character is cocooned in blankets, lying on a simple bed with a mysterious aura around them. The character suddenly shouts, "Flying demonic bloodlion," snapping out of what seemed like a deep slumber. Clearly, there's more to this awakening than meets the eye. Jerking awake, the character in a blue robe, still covered in bandages, sits up in bed. The urgency in their movements suggests a warrior's reflexes. As the character checks himself, he seems startled, his hands examining his own body as if to ensure everything is intact. The realization hits him. Peeking from beneath the bandages, his intense golden eyes reveal a mix of relief and confusion. He muses, "My wounds have been treated." Clearly, this isn't the first time he's found himself in such a situation. With a sense of growing clarity, he whispers, "This must be," leaving us dangling on the edge of revelation. As if answering his thoughts, the door slides open, revealing another character in traditional garb, possibly the one who nursed him back. Inside a cozy room with a sliding wooden door, our mysterious long-haired guest is recovering from serious injuries. The young caretaker, sporting a ponytail, stands attentively, explaining that he brought the guest here for treatment. Turns out, this is a small clinic run by the caretaker and his grandfather. Nothing fancy, but it's got that homely vibe. With a promise to whip up some healing brew, the caretaker gets ready to play doctor. A side profile reveals the caretaker's focused determination. Has all business with that medicine. Suddenly, the guest drops a name, Hey Duckgong, the caretaker's grandfather. Things just got interesting, folks. The caretaker confirms the name, sparking curiosity about the guest's intentions. Next, the guest throws another name into the mix. Hey Chol-young, is the caretaker someone special? Shocked, the caretaker wonders how the guest knows his name. Cue the dramatic music. Meanwhile, the caretaker's hands are busy, grinding something in a mortar. This guy's multitasking skills are on point. Our mysterious guest seems to have found what he was looking for. Cryptic, much? The guest's internal monologue reveals his motive for visiting Mount Wudang and using the Jagal clan as a cover. A puzzled caretaker, oblivious to the guest's inner thoughts, continues his work. The guest's thoughts reveal the caretaker's significance. Hez the key to perfecting the Tianzhong clan's martial arts. And the kicker? The caretaker is destined to become the future strongest man under the heavens. No pressure, right? In all of the land, there is a buzz, an anticipation that fills the air. Standing like a boss in front of a colossal crowd is the one and only He Chol-young. His presence alone speaks volumes. The title of the One Supreme, He Chol-young, echoes power and authority. A mysterious and dramatic splash of ink paints the scene, hinting at chaos and turmoil. Once upon a time, a battle unfolded over a martial arts tome that the world spoke of for years. Clans from every corner, even the unorthodox and demonic, clashed in this massive brawl. A mystical tome, glowing with power, becomes the focal point. Everyone wants a piece of this action. This ain't your average squabble, it's a fight of epic proportions. A quick pause, the tension builds as darkness looms over. The martial artists had a singular motive, the tome's groundbreaking revelation. Within humans, a balance of good and evil exists, a duality that intrigues and terrifies. When these forces unite, a power beyond mortal comprehension can be unleashed. The scene opens with a grand declaration about Zhang Sanfeng, the ancestor of the Wudang sect, who ascended to the heavens and left behind something truly epic. We then see a mysterious figure, cloaked and epic-looking, standing against a windswept landscape. Who is this enigmatic person? The suspense. Enter the yin-yang depth heaven tome, glowing with a mysterious green light, looking all sorts of mystical and legendary. And now the reveal, it's the yin-yang depth heaven tome. Sounds like some serious business, right? We transition into a mysterious gradient, leaving us hanging with a sense of anticipation. A character with blurred features reflects, this child obtained it in my previous life. It's getting deep, folks. The story continues with an intriguing revelation. His family stumbled across it by accident while picking medicinal herbs. Classic accidental find. And bam, the name drop, the One Supreme, He Chol-young. This dude sounds like a big deal. He Chol-young is shown, basket full of herbs, looking like someone who's seen and done it all. The tome's power is reaffirmed. He Chol-young became the strongest man under the heavens. The tome's dual nature is a game changer. A close-up of a determined eye, filled with ambition. The plot thickens. Another character, sitting upright, reveals their resolve to obtain the tome and fulfill their family's dream. Finally, we see in the gentle embrace of morning sunlight, we find ourselves in a tranquil room where a mysterious character, sporting a bushy brown ponytail and a traditional robe, kneels with purpose. With one fist shot forward and the other hand holding onto a bowl, this stranger seems ready to deliver some wisdom, or perhaps a punch. Who's on the receiving end of this intense interaction? Only a peek of dark hair from the observer gives us any clue. As the scene unfolds, we catch a glimpse of the dark-haired onlooker's ear, suggesting a moment of intense listening or perhaps surprise. The tension in the air is palpable. Who is this mysterious figure, and what significance does this moment hold? The anticipation builds, and there it is, the obligatory reminder that we can enjoy this gripping tale courtesy of our pals at Asura Scans. They've got the goods, and we're ready to dive deeper into this intriguing world.